Welcome to the Cardboard Da Vinci YouTube channel. And in a previous video, I had done something I called Serendipity in the library, where I randomly picked out a book from the library, and this video, I do something with it. It's really kind of interesting. A really wonderful spark of serendipity. Let's do the intro and then we'll launch into it. So the book is called One Man's Gold Rush, and I know nothing about the gold rush of the late 19th century to Alaska and the Yukon and the Klondike. So it was totally new for me, and I read the book, and it's about a photographer who wanted to be part of the gold rush, and he took the arduous adventure north in the years of 1897 and 1898. And it was really quite wonderful, and I was really struck by what these people went through. They were hardy folk. It was a tough adventure. And I started to think about something called, Leonardo da Vinci's praxis, which is the art of not just knowing, but also of doing. And I said, what can I make a project out of this book? Can I do something with it? So I'm practicing praxis, where I do something, and I did. I come up with something. I had a bunch of ideas, and eventually came up with, I'm going to make a paper game where you, the player, gets to take the same adventure that our photographer, E.A. Hegg is his name, that our photographer took on his adventure north. So that's what this video is about. It's about the paper game. You can download it and print it and play it. I'll show you more about it. So here we go. Let's take a look at the project. It's a PDF, I think it's 5 pages, that you download and print up, and it has everything you need. The instructions on how to play, step by step, the various parts, and you need a 6-sided die, I give you that, and the playing field, or the game board, which you move your prospector along that game board. And I'll show you how to put this all together. So the first thing you do is I've made the playing board a little bit smaller than a sheet of paper to accommodate printer margins. So you just cut out the 2 pieces of the playing board and either tape them together or glue them down to cardboard. And I opted to glue them down with glue stick to cardboard. A glue stick will be okay for this. White glue might wrinkle a little bit. Spray adhesive would be the best for this, but it's tricky to get it set just right. So that's it. Our game board is ready to go. You're almost ready for your trek to Nome, Alaska from Seattle, Washington. And it took them months to make that journey. But I'm going to tell you a little bit about that interesting journey at the end of this video. So cut out, this is the sheet with all the parts on it that you need, including 7 gold bars. There's 6 there, and there's another one. And you need these gold bars to make the journey. But I've doubled them up, so what you do is you fold them over and glue them to make them a little easier, because you're going to pick them out of your prospecting dish. Is that called prospecting pan? You know how prospectors would go and they'd in the river and they'd prospect with a pan? I give you one of those too. I had a lot of fun making this game. I like the creativity of it and the way it all ties in. So here's all the pieces all cut out. There's our little prospector. That's an actual picture that E.A. Hegg took of a prospector. You see the little gold bars are there, our die, and the palette of gold bars is your reward if you can beat the game. But this is a prospecting pan. This is the walls of it. You put it together like this and glue it. And then that circle would go in the bottom. And you'll be ready to prospect for gold. too much fun. This game is totally free. You can download the PDF and print it up on my website. You don't have to sign up for anything. There's no emails or anything like that. Just enjoy. So there's the die. You cut it out and you just glue it together. So I give you everything you need. And I think probably around 10 paper games on my website. You'll see. I got a list of them there, of all different types. All different types of board games. This one's a prospector game. My games tend to be very medieval, Middle Ages, knights and stuff, dragons. But there's our prospecting pan, just made out of paper. And there's our gold bars. You're going to have to pick one out. That's part of the game. You shake it up and you close your eyes and you pick one. They're all numbered. So here we go now. Here's the board. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it and about playing. You start on the ellipse. Is that an ellipse? Number 1. You put your player there and you have to roll the dice, and the instructions will tell you what to do. But let me go over. What I found really fascinating about the book is the ordeal of what these people went through to get up there to go prospecting in hopes of getting rich. For instance, on 1, you take a long paddle boat ride. And on Oval 2, you can experience wildlife, of course, like school of dolphin. And on 3 is a pod of killer whales. That was not uncommon then. On 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, there was dog sledding. We're talking northern Canada and Alaska. So yes, dog sledding to get your supplies. You didn't just go up there. You had to bring a lot of supplies with you. And on 5 is some sections there was railroad available to help you in your journey. And on 6, and I found this one really interesting, there's something called the scales. It's 1,200 steps carved in ice. That's the equivalent of climbing up a 100-story building by the stairs. And people made the trip multiple times. They'd carry some of their stuff up the scales, go back down, get some more stuff, and carry it back up. Well, anyway, and there's more. Thanks for watching. And here in this video, I'll show you the Serendipity in the library video on top, and down below is a playlist of more projects.